In this After Effects demo, I want to show you how to add music or sound to existing footage that you have. And I'm assuming you're going to do a montage of various aspects of footage, then link them all together, even in a fade or a hard transition. I have the helicopter one that I did in a previous video. I'll bring that into my piece, have it set up, ready to go, and bring it down into here. This piece runs about 46 seconds long or so, and I have a little bit of music that I want to put into that, so I'll show you that. I'm going to go find the music. I've got two songs I want to kind of play with. I have Respect the Wind by Van Halen. I like Van Halen. And then I also like Flight of the Valdecans by Wagner. You probably have seen this in Apocalypse Now. It's kind of that da 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 da. So we'll add that in there too. So I'll bring both of those down into my movie, and we can kind of and I'll turn the sound off right now. I'll just let you see the movie as it plays. Okay, it's having to buffer a little bit. That's okay. I'll run through that and you just kind of see how the movie goes, progresses. So what I want to do is I want to bring in and have some music. I want it to ramp in slowly. We'll start with Flight of the Valdecans, and I'll bring down just the audio portion and you'll see the wave. So in this song there's a waveform that you can see as, and I need to turn the music on. You can see it. There's the waveform of this. So I actually started, it has a nice slow start, so we'll just let that go. So you get kind of an idea how that will transpire. Then we'll let that run through a certain point, and then we'll switch out the music. And what I'll do on that is there's a point where I want to So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ramp this out, and in order to do that I come into the waveform and has a sound level, and on the sound level at full force, full amplitude, it's at 0.00. I'll create a marker, which I've done right there. There's my marker. Then I'll move my song out, and I'm going to slowly ramp it out, hit a marker, and then bring that up to about a 0.40, and watch the wave line over here. It goes flat. So the music will ramp out slowly. So I'll put that away, and remember right about here is where the other song I want to come in, which is Respect the Wind by Van Halen. So I'll bring it down and I'll look at its waveform and activate it. Easy for me to say. There we go. There's the waveform. So what I'm going to do is from the beginning of this, I'm going to make that flat 40, and then I'll move that into the other range as it overlaps the other song, and we can adjust. These points can be moved if you think you need to adjust. So this is what we'll get. This works right. So we'll go right into Van Halen. What we can do is you can take that song wave and move the entire section, and I can bring that up and move that section further into the song. Look at those sound waves again. And actually I can change those. I can actually move those sound waves. This is kind of a nice feature. Take these, move them further, then move the song. Have a nice soft build up into one from the Valdecans. off because I'm having to buffer this, but that is basically how you apply these. You work with sound waves, and you can look at the two sound waves and think about how do I want them to overlap. So here's my overlap. I can actually get a little bit stronger overlap. So there's my delta right in the middle there, and that should give me exactly what I'm looking for right about here. And you can actually play with these in order to get the full effect that you feel necessary for your piece. And as this starts to fade out into the film, and then I can actually come in, let's break these down again, still in Van Halen. I'll make another marker, hit a set, and let that fade out to nothing at the end of the film in the video clip, and go back to a -40. And that it just ends in the dark as it fades out. Okay, and then you can go and burn it, and I will show you that in a moment.